Robert Weichelt, our real estate elite out of the downtown marketplace. You see him in Premier Magazine, Pacific Magazine. He was on the radio show KCBQ this week talking about the downtown marketplace. So, Robert, good to have you on the show.
Nice to be here as always.
So I think it goes hand in hand. A lot of people rent downtown, right? So are you seeing rent prices go up in San Diego?
The rent prices are going up because less and less, with the homes, the mortgage market the way it is, not as many people are qualifying. But what's happening is the millennials, they're renting before they own, testing out different markets, especially downtown.
Yeah,
so that's why there's a lot of rental properties coming in downtown, high-end luxury stuff.
Well, it certainly speaks, earlier we were talking about low interest rates, right, and how that creates a low mortgage payment. It certainly speaks to the fact that if mortgage payments are going this way because of rates and rent prices are going this way, there's a gap here that can be filled if you can qualify. Mortgage guidelines are a little bit tighter. I know it's a little bit tougher out there. We can help you with all that stuff. So downtown, what's going on downtown?
A lot of great stuff going downtown. If you come down there, you'll see a lot of cranes. We've got the Semper Energy building coming up on 6th.
Yep.
It's an amazing building. You got 2 big cranes for that. We've got a bunch of rental complexes coming in. You've got Pinnacle, 45 stories, 2 towers, huge project. Lots of new good stuff coming up.
Yeah, let's talk about the fun stuff. You and your wife, Carla, you guys are always bouncing around down there. I swear you guys are quadruplets. You're everywhere bouncing around. You have probably 8 of those trucks.
Yeah.
What's some of the fun stuff, social stuff going on?
Well, you know what? I'm on the East Village Association, and we are bringing Monster Bash, the monster trucks, to Petco. It is going to be amazing in
Won't
Petco
that tear
Park.
up the field?
Yeah. Well, they're going to cover it up, of course. We're also bringing...
I'm watching it here on the screen. That doesn't look like that'd be good for left field.
I want to drive one of those. I mean, how much fun would that be?
You shouldn't drive one of those. I've seen you in your truck. That's not a good idea. I would advise maybe putting one of those row guards in that thing.
Well,
and
I could maybe wrap one of those.
And so people understand what I'm referring to. If you look at Robert's phone here, this is the truck you see downtown. You can see the logo behind us here. It's quite obnoxious.
Well, I'm just letting people know I'm there.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Supercross.
Supercross coming up. First time in Petco Park. February 7th, Supercross. We never miss a Supercross. My wife, my kids, we always go.
Now this is also at Petco?
This is going to be at Petco as well. So Petco's really reaching out to different event venues, saying, come on downtown. That helps the businesses of downtown through parking, through eating, through drinking, through shopping. There's just really a push to really get the East Village involved.
It just never stops getting cooler down there. All the advancements that they're making, the events that they're doing. You talked about a lot of the cranes, the Idea District, some things they're building out, the businesses they're moving down there. So San Diego's downtown marketplace is doing really, really well. Not just because it's making our city cooler to live in, but also if you own down there, you got to love it. If you're looking to buy, it's something to explore. We have some stats here on the actives and sold. So what's the latest on the real estate front?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of stuff going on downtown. We've got properties coming up on the market every day. Now, we talked about it before where, for instance, let me give you an example. Currently active on the market, 194 properties.
Is that a lot?
That is a lot, but here's what's happening. Sellers are putting it on the market to rent and to sell, whichever one comes first, because that rental market comes into play. So they're charging a little bit more. We've sold over 794 properties just last year. There's a lot of activity going on downtown.
Okay, so that was active and then sold. What do we look at?
194 is currently active on the market, and then we gave a snapshot of all that sold last year in that zip code.
With these properties, you do these downtown walking tours, which I encourage people to go to your website, robertsellssandiego.com, if you want to learn about Robert's walking tours. You talked about it on the radio show this week. Yeah. What are some of the prices that you see in some of these high rises? What's the affordability look like?
Gosh, you know what? You can get a studio apartment for, in the low 300s, and you can go to the same building, hit the penthouse, and spend about $2.53 million. So
yeah,
we're quite a diverse neighbor.
But it's affordable.
It is.
$300,000. What we need to do is we need to bring, and we're going to actually be bringing him in the next segment, our mortgage guy, Jonathan Giroux, in here. Show what that payment looks like, because on a $300,000 mortgage, you're probably around $1,500.
Yeah, you can't rent for that.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Or and if you needed to move, you could rent it to somebody else, let them pay your mortgage. Yeah. And now you're helping a lot of people buy down there, and then you're also helping them to then rent it out. So something we're describing right now, you actually have a property management company.
We do. We have a property management company. What was happening is for so long, after helping homeowners buy and sell in the real estate market, their signs are popping up everywhere. What was happening is our sellers would come to us and say, listen, Robert, we trust you.
Who's taking these pictures?
Probably my wife. Probably my wife's taking those pictures. And what they're doing is they're coming to us and say, Robert, we trust you helping us buy, sell, and invest. will you manage our property? We don't want to sell it. Will you help us manage it?
Yep.
So of course, so we've opened that up for not just our clients, but for the whole public of downtown.
Okay, good to know. So robertsalesandiego.com, if you have rental properties and you need management, or maybe you don't like your current property manager. As far as you've worked, you're on the, I always screw this up, the DCPC?
DCPC, the Downtown Community Planning Council.
Right, so you're on the Downtown Planning Council, the East Village sign, you've been raising money to get that thing going. Where are we at on the money?
That's the East Village Association. So my wife gets confused sometimes too, and so do I.
Got it.
I'm on the DCPC representing the folks of East Village from the Downtown Community Planning Council.
Okay.
I'm on the East Village Residents Group that handles the residents and their well-being and their voice of downtown. But I'm also on the East Village Association, and that's where we came up with a Monopoly game that's going to help us with the landmark sign.
So we should explain what the Monopoly game is.
We have
and I want to see the thermometer. How have we gotten on money?
Well, you know what? I think we're just over $88,000 raised, $88,400, and we need to have $500,000 to do our landmark sign. We've kind of pushed the envelope. We want to make it the best landmark sign in the whole country.
Well, and it is. And let's show the image of what you guys have developed.
Isn't that amazing?
Is awesome,
That's
right?
amazing.
So I want people to really understand what this is. When you go into North Park, you got the North Park sign, Hillcrest, the Hillcrest sign, even Gas Lamp. That's touching 4 corners.
This one is. The other ones only
Now I know
touch
why it
side to
costs
side.
$500,000.
Like Little Italy and Gas Lamp, they go from side to side across the street.
Right.
This one, the goal is to have it on 10th and Market, touching all 4 corners, with East Village on all 4 corners.
Love it.
Super excited.
Well, it's really simple. If you are looking to buy or sell in the downtown marketplace, there's one guy you call, and he's sitting right next to me. It's Robert Weichelt. He has just been in the business for a long time, different parts of the business, but loves San Diego. Made a comment on my suit earlier about how Charger blue. I mean, the guy lives, works, and plays all around San Diego. You see him everywhere. He has a lot of fun in the business. So, I mean, if you're getting into the real estate game or looking to sell your home and you want to actually enjoy it and make some friends along the way, I can't recommend anyone higher than Robert here. So robertsalesandiego.com. Love having you on the show, man.
Great being here.
All right, let me know when that motocross and supercross come.
You're coming.
As long as you're not driving, we'll be good. There's your website.